It's 1 minute till showtime.
Good evening, folks, and a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater. We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours of pleasurable relaxation and diversion for you and your family. Did you fail to dress up for tonight's show? No tie, an old shirt and slacks, a house dress? Well, don't give it a thought. We're glad you came as you are. We just want you to enjoy yourselves. Don't forget to visit our refreshment center during the intermission or any time. You love the tasty array of snacks we have to offer. So will the youngsters. Everything is quality and so good. We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends. There are always wonderful new pictures to see, delightful snacks to nibble, a gay, pleasant evening for all. Oh, a word of caution. Don't drive over 10 miles an hour in the theater area for your safety's sake. And Mom or Pop, go with the kids when they leave the car. We hope you have a wonderful time. And now, on with the show.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. My name is Jim. This is More Sunshine, Please, the Tuesday evening live stream. Can I hear myself? Can you hear me? I think you can. How are you? Coming up on the show, a game, something to eat, top 15 list. But before we do any of that, I like to celebrate. There we go. Now I can hear me. I like to celebrate the first 3 people that make their way into the chat here for the live stream. And I can see there are some people here. Here we go. I can't hear that. Why can't I hear that? Oh, that's disappointing. Can I hear this? Yes! Okay. I hope I don't screw this up like last time. Today's gold medalist, Paul Eichenlaub. From... Wait a minute. From 1 minute ago? Or was that yesterday? I'm confused. That's from yesterday. Wow. It really kept the chat up a long time. Well, Paul, congratulations on your gold medal. Mr. Fulton Mraz has the silver. And Timothy Rainwaters, yeah, number 3. That was from 8:05 yesterday, p.m. This is unusual, but I like it. I like how it's different every time. Keeps it fresh. I don't know. I will say this. Paul, 7:02 p.m. Mr. Fulton Mraz, also 7:02 p.m. That was close. That was a close one. Mark Langenkamp with a very close 4th place finish today. And congratulations with that. Yesterday, Rob Fuzz was here at 9:35 p.m. Wow. Noah, welcome in. There is Jamie at 5:30 this morning. Paul back again this morning. I love the dedication. Yes. Hello to the crew of It's Joey's World. Francisco, welcome in. Well, this was hours ago, so I have no idea if you're here or not. But thanks for chatting. Laura, I see Laura there. There's Movie Mania Nick. That was from not too long ago. Well, all right. Mara Memphis, always a pleasure. Jamie's back. I see. All right. And then Lauren, Jamie, yes. Donna Jaworski, season's greetings, Donna. Thank you for being here. Let's see. We've got Kay Wilby. Hello to you. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us. Holy moly, there's a lot on here. Okay. Pepper Tree Villa, hello to you. Rachel Fithian, hello. Great to have you here. Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody, and I'll try to keep an eye on that. Let's see. Okay, there's that. Now, for those of you that know, I'm a teacher. I am now on summer break, which is fantastic. You'd think I'd have a ton of time to devote to this live stream. But I am now not... I'm not fully booked with other things, other projects and stuff like that, but I am relaxing this beginning. Not that I'm not doing anything, and I do have some things for the live stream here, of course, but little things like I emailed myself a picture that I want to show in a little bit, and I didn't get it, and I waited too long to see if I did that correctly. Apparently I didn't. Anyway, little things like that. I don't know why I mentioned that, other than when I show you the picture, it'll be from my phone. Oh, well. All right, let's see. Normally I write some things down. Okay. Let's go here. We'll get that ready. And let's start right in with a coffee break.
Great coffee is easy, Mrs. Olson.
Coffee's for closers only.
I set high standards for myself. I set high standards for my coffee.
Picks you up, calms you down. It's the lifeblood that drives the dreams of champions.
This is The Orlando Guy mug. There's a link to get your own in the description to this live stream. I think they look a little bit different. They've been updated. So you can get a newer one. But coffee tastes 38% better in these mugs. That's what I'm told. All right, here's the picture I tried. I was going to, show it on the screen here. I'll just have to show it to you this way. It was I forget where I saw this. Twitter or something. I know it's not Twitter anymore, but this is a little extolling the benefits of coffee. This being the coffee break and all. I'll try to read this like this. I'll show you what it says. It says, by replacing your morning coffee with green tea, you can lose up to 89% of what little joy you still have left in your life. I love that. So I guess not really health advice at all. Oh, well. But what else do I have? Oh, neighborhood wildlife. I've got a new creature to show you. I've never seen this before. Recorded this a couple of days. I'll play the intro now. Okay, I've shown you a lot of birds, some deer, other things, normal things that don't scare me. I showed you vultures, but I'm not afraid of vultures. This thing I saw it, I wasn't sure what it was. It was hanging out on our front door. I was coming back from the store, about to enter my home, and I saw this thing. How could I not see it? It was so big. This thing was hanging out on the door. I did not want to open the door and let it into our house. And it was a grasshopper. And I know what you're saying. Grasshoppers, no big deal. But personally, I've never seen one like this. I'll show you the video. Let me get it up here. Okay. Video file. Yes. Not that. Not that. Okay. We're getting there. I'll tell you the name of it. I had to look it up. We had to look it up. It's called the Eastern Lubber Grasshopper. All right. Here it is. Can you still hear me? Yes. This was hanging out on our front door, and I thought it was here for Sigourney Weaver to get her off his spaceship or whatever. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. But this thing was impressive and scary. It was moving around a whole lot. This was, I tried to get kind of close to it, but I didn't know if it was dangerous or I didn't know what the deal was with this guy. But he wasn't jumping away or flying away. I don't know what grasshoppers do. But he was, I think I was making him nervous, and he was trying to walk away. We did have to look up. I'll play it again. The eastern lubber grasshopper, named after a lubber, is an English term for somebody that's clumsy and lumbering. Like the only time we ever hear that term is when sea folk refer to landlubbers, and I don't know if they still do that or I just have only ever heard that on cartoons. But it doesn't really hop. It doesn't really fly. It just does what you're looking at right here. That's about as fast as it moves. It kind of just, like it's drunk, like just climbs over grass and plants and stuff. That was about 3 inches. The body of it was about 3 inches long, and then the legs are super long. And it was, like I didn't know if it was poisonous or what. Poisonous grasshoppers. I don't know if that's a thing, but I don't know. Anyway, looking it up, it says it's well known in the southeastern USA. It wasn't to me. And I've been here 24 years. And elsewhere, I don't know. Due to its large size and widespread use in biology classrooms for dissection exercises. Also, it can be of economic importance in Florida. It is one of the few species of grasshoppers. I just lost. This is very small. It is one of a few species of grasshoppers in Florida that occurs in large enough numbers to cause serious damage to citrus, vegetable crops, and landscape ornamentals. And it was recommended to get rid of it. Like, that's something I think they're looking to exterminate in Florida. I was able to squirt it with water and get it off our door. So I was able to go in the house finally. Yeah. Welcome in, J&N Travels. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, it was intimidating. But now that I know what it is, I know that it's not going to quickly hop on my face. You know what I mean? It's a slow-moving lubber. Eastern lubber grasshopper. Well, that was... it was cool. Ultimately. All right, what else? Oh, found something on a clearance shelf I want to show you. It seems that everything I show you from the store Sprouts is made with mushrooms, and this is no different. This is I guess, it's a protein bar. And it is called Balanced Tiger. And it is, there you see it. It was on the clearance shelf, so you know it's got to be good. With 1,500 milligrams functional mushrooms. I'm not sure what that means. This is organic. It's 180 calories. It is chocolate brownie in flavor. I actually have 2 of them. This one is chocolate chip cookie dough flavored. Here we go. I have 2 things to eat. That means I'm going to need 2 pieces of eating music. And I have, the normal one, holiday for strings. And it sounds like this. Longtime viewers of the show know that's what I eat to. But Arnie of Pepper Tree Villa sent me a link to this version. So for my first bar, I'll be eating to the one Arnie sent me. So thank you, Arnie. I'm just waiting for the music. All right, it's been a while since I've had a Cliff Bar, but that's what it reminds me of. A chocolate Cliff Bar. It's not mushroomy at all. If anything, and I don't know if it's psychosomatic because the package is green, but I thought I tasted mint. I have no idea if there's mint in there, but it's not bad. There's a bunch of types of mushrooms. Tapioca syrup, chocolate chips, cocoa butter. Oh, that's why it's so chocolatey. Next, chocolate chip cookie dough. I imagine it's going to not be terribly different, but the only reason, or the main reason I'm going to eat this now is to play you another version of Holiday for Strings. And I don't remember which one this is. Oh, I think this one might sound like a big band. There it is. I'll mix it up in the future. Oh, this one's kind of melting. It's glistening. Like the chocolate chips are melting here. It is very warm today. Oh. Well, that was fun. That one was better. The second one was better. Again, doesn't taste like mushrooms at all, but instead tastes like any number of other protein bars I've had. I can't imagine I'll ever see this again in the store, but I found it on the clearance shelf, 50% off at Sprouts, and I would imagine there are some sort of health benefits it talks about on the wrapper, but I didn't really read that. But another product made from mushrooms for my health, and it wasn't bad. It was so much better than the mushroom soda that I had a while ago. So that's a good thing, right? Okay. There's that. Grasshopper. Okay. Let's play our game. Okay, Chronophoto, if you're not familiar, is a game we play here every week now. And they're going to show us 5 pictures, and we have to guess in which year each picture was taken. The closer we are to the correct answer, the more points we get. A correct answer will get us 1,000 points. So a perfect game would be where we get 1,000 points for each picture, 5,000 points. We did it once. We were super close to getting it last week. And we were off by a couple of years on our very last picture. And we will continue to strive for perfection again. Here's our first picture. Oh, by the way, I'll just tell you. This is on a website. We enter our guess down here. There's a slider underneath the picture. The very first year we can guess is the year 1900. And the most recent year that it will allow us to guess would be the year 2023, last year. So we'll just put that back in the middle. And I will zoom in so you can see the picture better. I can actually even make it a little bit larger. There we go, like that. Still being able to see me, that's important. Okay. Now, I think this will be easy. I think we will be able to get this one. This is in front of the Sam Eric Theater. It looks like the movie Cruising, starring Al Pacino, is playing. And there is something. There's a lot of signs. I don't know what the signs are, and I'm not sure that it matters. All that matters is we know when the movie Cruising, starring Al Pacino, was released. You could see 2 features. Do they allow you to do that? You probably... No movie theater I know has a double feature anymore. Like, you want to see 2 movies, you pay for 2 tickets. I will zoom in just something. They conform silence. I guess people aren't happy with this movie. I know nothing about this movie. I've never seen it. I suppose it was a bit before my time. I mean, I imagine this is after The Godfather and Serpico, I'm guessing, but before Scent of a Woman, before Scarface even. So that would make it late 70s, early 80s. So I will turn to the chat. Nick in Virginia, I see you. Welcome in. Jay Nashville, hello. Thanks for joining us. John, hello. All right, let's see. Who had the first guess? All right, we are Paul with 1980. Jay says 75. PTV says 80. Nick in Virginia, 80. Jamie says 78. Rachel says 80. Donna says 80. Nick says 80. Okay. I think this might be 80. So that's what I'm going to go with. I'm trusting you're familiar with this movie, or at the very least, looked it up. And I click the submit button, and we got it right. 1,000 points. It was 1980. Great job, everybody. Thanks for your help. Well, that one had a very big clue in it, so let's see if we have an equally as amount of success. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. With picture 2. Okay, this is from a film. This is that's Harold Lloyd, silent film star Harold Lloyd, hanging there from the building. I don't know if I've ever seen a Harold Lloyd film in its entirety, but he had a very famous scene where he's hanging from a clock from a building. This is probably from that film. And those silent film comedians back then, Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin, they would do some dangerous stuff, with some safety precautions. I don't believe he was. I think I've seen an alternate view of his famous clock stunt where there was a platform that was built sticking out of the building just below him that you couldn't see. It was out of frame, but so imagine a platform just underneath him, and that's how he's not able to, freak out and fall to certain death doing this stunt for a film. Now, I don't know when this movie was made. I'm guessing in the 1920s, early 20s perhaps. But that is, I do believe, I'm 99% certain that is Harold Lloyd. And this is that same film. I can't imagine he'd have more than one film where he's hanging from the outside of a building above a busy city street. And I think that's really the only clue we need is Harold Lloyd in his most famous film. So I will turn to the chat. Oh, they were protesting. Oh, I had no idea. Well, I don't know if I've ever even heard of that movie. Anyway, here we go. Let's see. Our first guess is from Nick, who says 1923. John says 23. 20s, 25, 23, 24, 23. Noah, welcome in. Hello to you. Noah says 27. Nick says 23. Paul says it is Harold Lloyd in 1923. Rachel says 24. PTV says 23. We've got a lot of 23s. I'm going to go with 1923. And hopefully we will be 2 for 2. And we are. Another correct answer. 2 movie-related pictures so far. All right, let's go to number 3. Let's keep it up, gang. Okay. Not from a movie. Not that I know of. Maybe it is. This looks like it could be Central Park. Sometime, I don't know, early to mid 60s. I'm not sure. Again, before my time. Does anybody recognize anybody in the photographs? In the photograph? I'll tell you what this reminds me of a little bit. There is a series on TikTok, a creator on TikTok, and he takes photographs and old photographs, and he tries to find when and where they were shot and who is in it. The one I became familiar with, there is, I guess, a somewhat famous skateboarding picture of a guy dressed in a suit with a skinny tie. He's wearing dark shades, and he's on a very small skateboard. And the guy that made these videos, with the help of Tony Hawk, they were trying to find out who the guy was in this photograph. Tony Hawk wanted to know who the skateboarder was in this photograph. Ultimately, the guy was not able to determine who the man was. They couldn't find that out. What they did find out was that it was a series of photos taken for Life magazine about skateboarding. The picture was taken in Central Park, and they were able to track down some other people that were part of that series of photographs, because there were a number of photographs taken that day. So they knew when and where in Central Park that their photograph took place. This reminds me of that. This man's skinny tie and his suit kind of reminds me of that skateboarder. It's black and white like that picture. Not that anybody's skateboarding here, but there are no leaves on the trees. Like there were no leaves on the trees back in that picture either. And I'm wondering if they just turned the camera around. I don't know what's going on here, but I need help with this one. Everybody's dressed so nicely for a stroll in the park. What is he holding? It's a book of some sort. Can't tell. I don't recognize anybody in this picture, so. But it's framed nicely. You know, it's the symmetry with the person in the foreground being larger, and then there's three people on the other side of the picture balancing it out. I don't know. So here we go to the chat. All right. Our first guess is 1965. We have 64, 62, 57, 63. Timothy Rainwaters, welcome back. Best of luck with your pool. Noah says 55. 50s. We got another 55. Ryan, welcome in. Ryan says 63. We have a 1960. Another 60. How about that? Lots of 60s. Lots of mid-60s as well. Nick said 57. He's on a hot streak. Did they wear skinny ties like that in the 50s? I don't know. Michelle the Quilter, welcome in. And thank you for your guess. 1964. We are perfect so far. We are 2 for 2. I would love to be 3 for 3 in our perfect guesses. I don't know. This one's difficult. Hey, Stacy. Hello. Skinny ties originated in the 50s. Okay, thank you. So it could be the 50s. I don't know. Are what the people are wearing in this picture, is it bridging the gap from, say, the war to the 1960s? Could this be the 50s? Because that lady, it looks like it could be post-war. Yeah, maybe not 60s. Early 60s, if anything, but I don't know. Should I just say 1960? There were a number of you that said that. I think I will, so I'm going to leave it there. It's a lot less work for me. All right, here we go. 1960 is their guess. Here we go. No, okay. It was 55. 1955. Did somebody say that early on? Mark said it. Noah said it. Well played. Great job, guys. Well, no perfect score, but we're still doing well. We have 2,640 points. Next picture. Oh, boy. This doesn't even look like a photograph. This looks like it was drawn almost. It is not great quality. What is Montreal, it says down here. Was there a big fire in Montreal? Somebody will let me know. What else does it say? Yeah, I can't make that out. Rue? I think I see the word rue. That's street, correct? That's French for street. Rue. And then the word, the name Denis. Kind of looks like Dennis. Denis. Rue something Denis. Oh well. Let's go back out here. Forte. Is that what that says? 281 or 201? Can't quite make it out. It is interesting how this image it looks like it was made from a series of dots. This is a very early photograph. You can tell there are people gathered on the street. Some of them standing still are relatively well formed. There are people that were moving, and because older cameras had their lenses had to be or their irises, or what am I talking about? The aperture, all of those things had to be open longer to let enough light in on those early devices. So if there were people moving, they would be blurry. And I see some blurry people down here. So this is a very early photograph. Now, I will remind everybody that the earliest year we can guess is the year 1900. This looks like some sort of fire took place here. So I turn to the chat. All right. Okay. From North to Neverland, hello to you. Thanks for stopping by. 1900, great guess. 1890s, perhaps. No, too early. What am I saying? It's got to be 1900 or earlier, later. Dean, hello. Good to see you. 1906. Now, is this the picture is stamped or something. It says Montreal on there with other French words, Rue, Denis. But could this be a news item from another location in a Montreal newspaper, say? That's what this is, isn't it? It's from a newspaper. That's why it looks like that. I may have just answered my own question. All right, what else we got? 1906 says PTV. We have 1904. 1900 Noah says, and he did get the last one correct. Mark a little early with 1852. Jay in Nashville also 1852. I can't even. It won't even let me guess that. 1900. Dean says 1911. Nick says 1900. Oh, I see. The Great Fire of Montreal was in 1852. I think I just need to go as early as I can. But I remember Noah telling me I can't type in a guess, but that doesn't make... I see. I'm just going to go 1900 and see what happens. Survey says, okay, 1901. 1901. It was a very early. Jay, Nashville, 1901. Great guessing, and I see you put it in there a couple times. Paul said 1901. All right, guys. I will be listening to you for the next picture. We nearly got that one. 924 points there. We can still end up with over 4,500 points. Let's go to the final one. Okay. It says hotel. Kind of looks like a motel. No, I see. That's just probably a parking lot. We do have a great shot of an automobile here. And it kind of, I don't know. I don't know much about automobiles. But let's see. There are other signs here. Town Hill. Let me go over here. Town Hill Hotel. There's our best clue. Whatever year that car is, it's either that year or later. There's a 3 here. I don't know. I can't quite make it out. Town Hill Mountain? Is that what that sign says? Town Hill Mountain. I can't make anything else out. Sorry. Top of Town Hill Mountain. I do not know. Okay. Other cars, but there's another car back there. 2 other cars, actually. Perhaps. Or is that part of this car? I don't. An Esso gas station? A something shop? Doesn't really tell me what year, though. The car will. And Town Hill Hotel. All right. Turn in to the chat. And our first guess for this picture is Keith BDF. Hello to you. Happy early birthday. I won't be on a microphone before your birthday, so happy birthday to you. Oh, Dean with some community news. Lutzen Resort burned down. All right. Surfer Girl, hello! Our first guess is from Dean, 1954. We've got 53, 48. Another 48. We have 45. Another 45. 46. 43. Mark says that is a 1948 Oldsmobile 98 Club sedan. Now, people would keep their automobiles for years and years and years, much longer than they do now, seemingly. So from 1948 and after, I'm guessing. So anywhere from maybe 48 to 58, somewhere in there. Paul says 56, and Paul did get the last one right, I think. Yeah. I think 56 is a good guess. It falls in line with it being in the 10 year. But is 56 too late? I don't know. Nick says 53. That's pretty good too. Dean said 54. I do like that. I do. I'm going 54. 1954. I don't really know. Survey says. Darn it. It was 48. I thought about it too much. Great guessing, everybody. Those of you that knew it was 48, you would have done much better on this game than I did today. But as a group, 4,139 points. And that's a pretty good score. So we did well. There we go. I'm back. All right, let's take a break. Let's take a 34-second intermission. And when we come back, a very quick top 15 list about this date, June 4th. I'll be right back.
Enjoy your evening to the fullest. How about some snowy, crisp, and crunchy popcorn? That's a fine way to relax. Just sit and munch contentedly while you enjoy the show. Bring enough popcorn back for the whole family. Everyone likes popcorn. And now, Mom and Dad want a cup of good, satisfying coffee. That's the kind we serve, full of flavor and satisfaction.
Welcome back. Let me tell you about last week's top 15 list before this one. Last week I played snippets of songs, and I tried to keep them short so as not to get taken off of YouTube immediately. And while that didn't happen, after the live stream, I did get 3 notices. 3 of the songs I chose to play. I guess I played too much of it, and I was given a copyright notice for each of them. Excuse me. One was the Winnie the Pooh song. I must have played that too long. The second one was the Now Is the Best Time of Our Lives, the alternate Carousel of Progress song. And the third one was, I don't remember. But, I don't remember. If you go back and watch that live stream, you'll notice that those 3 songs will have been muted. So I took them out of the live stream, just able to mute those particular 8 to 10 seconds or however long I played those songs for. So interesting. It wasn't a copyright strike, and it was keeping, for those of you interested, it was keeping that video from being monetized. But I removed those offending songs, and the video is monetized once again. So there's that. Okay. With my remaining 11 minutes, I'm going to go over, it's June. June is my favorite month. December's pretty cool, but June, it's my birthday month. It is the beginning of summer. There's just lots of things to love about June. And seeing as it's my birthday month, which is in 3 weeks or so, I wanted to celebrate people that were celebrating their birthdays today. People that were born on June the 4th. You know, July 4th, highly celebrated. May 4th is now greatly celebrated. June 4th, not so much. So we're going to at least celebrate these people. So let me play this. I don't often do that, but if people forget what we're counting down. Okay, now I'm going to go through this quick. I won't have a lot about each of these people, but I do have a picture. For example, at number 15, by the way, it's going to go from youngest to oldest on the list. And there are a bunch of people, of course, born on June 4th, but these are the ones I've heard of. Actually, I've never heard of this one. Number 15 is Princess Lilibet of Sussex, who was born in 2021 and is turning 3 years old today. The daughter of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. And I think they have other kids, right? But today is Lily's birthday. I saw Lily was elsewhere on there. I'm just going to go through these real quick. Number 14, CEO of Snap Inc., Evan Spiegel, back in 2015, was the youngest billionaire ever. Born in 1990, celebrating his 34th birthday today, and that is him with his wife, model Miranda Kerr. So how about that? This one's sad. Number 13, Alexei Navalny would have been 48 today, but he was killed earlier this year. He was born in 1976. Number 12, Angelina Jolie. Actress, director, probably producer. Born in 1975, she is celebrating her 49th birthday today. If you're just joining us, we're counting down famous people that were born today, because I needed a top 15 list that was quick and easy to do. Number 11, former first-round draft pick of the Minnesota North Stars and future captain of the Dallas Stars, defenseman Darian Hatcher, born in 1972, celebrating his 52nd birthday today. He won a Stanley Cup with Dallas. He went on later to play with the Red Wings and maybe Philadelphia? I don't remember. Anyway, moving on. Number 10 on our list, actor Noah Wyle, who you may know best from the TV show ER. That's him on the right, by the way. He was born in 1971, celebrating his 53rd birthday today. Happy birthday, Noah Wyle. Number 9 on our list, former Saturday Night Live cast member Horatio Sanz. That's him on the left playing the guitar. Famously in the More Cowbell sketch and in this series of songs performed during the Christmas time over a number of years on Saturday Night Live, playing a song with the other 3 cast members called I Wish It Was Christmas Today. Horatio Sanz was born in 1969, celebrating his 55th birthday today. Also in the realm of music, R&B singer Al B. Sure was born in 1968 on this day, June 4th, celebrating his 56th birthday today. I've heard the name Al B. Sure, and by the way, not his real name, but I'm hard-pressed to remember any of his songs, and that's on me. Number 7 on our list, former tennis wonderkind Andrea Jaeger. Born on this day in 1965, celebrating her 59th birthday today. At one time was the number 2 tennis player in the world. Made it to a few Grand Slam finals. I don't think she ever won any of them. Her career was cut short due to injury. I think I remember seeing her on an episode of Mork and Mindy once upon a time. Anyway, back in I just read this. I think back in 2006, she became an Anglican Dominican nun of the Episcopal Church. So that's why she's wearing the habit. Andrea Jaeger. Where am I? Number 6. Oh, hang on, there we go. Simba 2, hello, and welcome in. You've always been here. Okay. Well, hello. This one I wish I had a music snippet of. This gentleman's name is Raphael Ravenscroft. No relation to Thurl Ravenscroft of Disney voice fame. Raphael Ravenscroft was a British saxophone player who played maybe the most popular saxophone riff in rock and roll history. He supplied the saxophone part to the song Baker Street by Jerry Rafferty. And if you don't know the name of that song, you absolutely know that song. That's all I can do for you. But that's him. And he actually, sadly, passed away in 2014. But this would have been his 70th birthday today. Number 5, we're staying with music and acting, I suppose. Michelle Phillips, born on this day in the year of our Lord, 1944, celebrating her 80th birthday today. You know her from the Mamas and the Papas, and she also did some screen acting. She was in like Falcon Crest or one of those shows, wasn't she? Maybe I'm wrong about that. Let's see, Mr. Fulton Mraz. Wish TV. Oh, that's awesome. Best of luck with that. Okay. Sorry, I'm reading the chat. Wow. Okay, next. Number 4. Another actor. Okay, well. Bruce Dern. That's him on the right. With his daughter, Laura Dern. Bruce Dern, born on this day in 1936, celebrating his 88th birthday today. I think I last saw him in the film Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, maybe Quentin Tarantino's best movie, my favorite anyway. Yeah, he's still at it. Bruce Dern, happy birthday! All right, number 3. Hey, not an actor or a singer, a doctor. Dr. Ruth Westheimer, sex therapist, TV show host. Born on this day in 1928, celebrating her 96th birthday. She is also a Holocaust survivor and came to America in the 60s and made a name for herself. Her son is also, I don't know if he's a doctor, but is also in education. I think he... And it's not sex related. It's I think he's a professor of immigration or something like that at the University of Ottawa, something like that. Why am I talking about him? It's his mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Dr. Ruth. Number 2, and this one is interesting to me because as a kid growing up, reading the Guinness Book of World Records all the time. I knew of this guy, Robert Earl Hughes. At one time was the heaviest human in the world. He was born on this day in 1926. He would have been 98 years old today, but he died back in 1958. While he is no longer the Guinness record holder for being the heaviest person ever, at the time of when he was alive, he was. He is now number 12 on the list. And it's kind of not close. Like the guy that is the heaviest human ever is was 400 pounds heavier than this gentleman ever was. That is insane. Anyway, Robert Earl Hughes still holds the distinction of being the heaviest person ever that could walk without aid. He could still walk, I'm sure not quickly, but could still walk without the use of a cane or something like that. At his heaviest, he was 1,069 pounds. Finally on our list, back to Hollywood, actress Rosalind Russell, that's her on the right, with Ralph Bellamy and Cary Grant. I don't remember what movie this is. But Rosalind Russell was born in 1907. This would have been her 117th birthday. She passed away in 1976, but she was nominated for Tonys and Academy Awards and had a great career. His Girl Friday? Is that what that is? Oh, PTV. That's right. I did see that. She was in Auntie Mame. Oh, yeah. Mr. Fulton Raz says Dr. Ruth was on a TV show of Between the Lions on PBS Kids. Really? Huh. How do I get off of this? Oh, I forgot what I was doing. All right, everybody, that's it. It's 8:02. I don't know if Mouse Talk is live, but I am no longer live. I'm going to hit the end stream button up there in a second, but I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found things interesting and you had fun playing our game and are now interested in chocolate flavored mushroom bars. Probably not. But I'll be back next week with another top 15 list. We'll play another game and I will drink more coffee. So until then, thank you so much. I will see you around the chats. Good night.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.